Welcome back to our Final Fantasy Origin walkthrough. In this episode we're going to be doing Memories of Earth, Cavern of Earth. Let's get cracking. We do also have one of those secret memory orbs to grab on this stage. It's not until a little bit later on in the level, so we'll be cracking through and getting that secret memory as well. I do believe this location is based on, I think it's called Temple of the Ancients from Final Fantasy VII. Although it's been many years since I've actually played Final Fantasy VII. I think the last time that I played it was actually in 1997. Well, quite some time ago. So we can grab these items knocking around behind here. And we head on this way. Once again, I would highly recommend playing Final Fantasy VII if you haven't played it. Absolutely fantastic game. Feel free to let me know in the comments if you are a fan of Final Fantasy VII. And maybe who your favourite character is from that Final Fantasy.
This looks good.
We're going to be rocking Ninja and also Sword Fighter on this stage as well. So going to try and level up some extra bits and bobs and some extra jobs and stuff as we work our way through. So we want Ninja to be maxed out ideally, especially for the end game stuff. And we'll level up a little bit of Sword Fighter. Just so we can use that for Red Mage. That enemy just decided to jump off the ledge, so fair play, I'm not going to question it. Makes our life insanely easier, so let's go for it. Nothing too crazy in this first section, to be fair. It's the old, you know, slice and dice. All that good stuff. That skeleton went absolutely flying. It's probably a good idea actually, you can just sort of uppercut them off the ledge there if you fancy that. There are some traps and stuff on this stage, so watch out for stuff like that.
Nice try.
Okay, we'll pop Utsusemi on for the Ninja. We could switch to Sword Fighter. It is really low level, so it's not really going to do a massive amount of damage. But we could do with getting some EXP on this job, to be fair, so I might as well just keep it on for a little bit. Although, if you look how much damage we just took, it was a hefty amount of damage, so we need to be quite careful. Watch out for the traps as well. We're not really doing much damage either, to be fair, but we'll do what we can. That is that. We also made a quick stop at the smithy and just dismantled a bunch of low level stuff to make some space for this mission. A couple of random items that we can grab. Let's use Sigil and Flee so we can do some quick exploration, because there's loads and loads of twists and turns on this mission. There's all sorts of crazy stuff. Don't worry if you miss some stuff, because this level has got all types of stuff popping off. The main thing that we need to worry about is the secret memory. That's the main, like, most important thing that we need to grab in this stage. Everything else really is secondary to that, so it is fine. So with this Sword Fighter job, it should help us unlock Red Mage eventually. So like I mentioned before, I'm going to try and unlock some abilities in Red Mage and try and unlock some abilities in Black Mage as well. Got some useful bits and bobs that we can take from those jobs. I think we can create a shortcut just by throwing that down, so feel free to whack that down there if you want to. We'll head this way. Drop off here. A few traps and stuff in here, so just watch out. Once again, more traps there. Just be careful. Nice to be careful of our health here, because we can get deleted pretty quick. But yeah, some enemies in this stage, it's a bit of a throwback to Final Fantasy VII. You get like these walls that kind of like push you off the edge of a ledge. if you don't kill them in time, which is like a boss in Final Fantasy VII, which is like a giant demon wall thing. Which, if memory serves, I remember that boss being pretty tricky back in the day. The old demon wall boss, I think it was pretty harsh, if memory serves, but like I say, I've not really played it since 1997, so its memory might be a little bit hazy. Okay, I think that's pretty much everything there. I'll push on forward, which I think is this direction. I have also set some gear to be like affinity gear, instead of just pressing back and then auto optimize. On this bit, you can go straight through if you're feeling brave, or I think you can also make your way around the sides. Just going to take a quick look around the sides. I think this door is locked for now. It opens from the opposite side. I think what we'll do, we'll try and be brave. Let's see how that goes. So, first of all, we'll Utsusemi. And I think Sword Fighter's got like an auto counter attack, which I think it's Sword Fighter anyway. I can't remember exactly what the action ability is. It's that one there. If you look down the bottom left, there's like a picture of like a sword with a circle around it. Yeah, I think it's auto counter, so it's like if you've got that cast and then you get hit, it kind of like auto hits the enemy. Like that. It's pretty decent. You got Lightbringer there as well. That's one attack, and we've taken like half of our health with one attack, which means, you know, we've got to be really careful. We're trying to level up some low level jobs. It's probably going to end up being pretty spicy, but it's all good. We'll do our best. Okay. Got an item knocking about around there. Might as well grab it. Just going to put party members back into limit break mode. So I tried to keep my eye on the names down the bottom left. Obviously, when it's kind of regenerated back up, just spam it again. I'm going to go for RB spam. Like Jed's got the same idea. That'll do. I'll grab that. There we go. So that's that clear. Technically, you can go up and around, I think, so let's just use Flea so we can get some speed here, and we can be rolling around at the speed of sound. Let's grab that. So we can smash that wall there. I think there is a couple of like breakable walls on this stage, and there's one a little bit later that we actually need to do for the secret memory. Which is a little bit later on in this mission. We'll go and check out this section up here. Once again, I don't think there's anything too crazy. Open that door from the other side. Up here we can just drop on down. I think this is the way if you want to kind of like make your way around the enemies. You would go that way. Ideally, I don't really want that skeleton to fall off the ledge. One of our shadows took the attack there. We'll just leave them to it, that's fine. We'll check out this way down here. Just gonna go for the RB spam. Recast the shadows. And flee. I think there might be some bits and bobs we can sort of like open some doors and stuff. Shortcut doors by checking out this section. Up here. Item at the top. Once again, that's not life or death if you don't get that gear there. It's gear that I might not even use, to be totally fair. Okay, so let's go and check out the top section and follow it around to the right this time. Watch out for the traps.
This pillar is one stiff breeze away from falling over.
It looks like you could knock those down. I don't know if that's of any benefit. You could most likely throw that onto the enemies below if you came at the top first. But yeah, a little bit late for that for us, so that's fine. Let's go for it. Gotta be careful. So we might get wrecked here if we're not careful. Gonna absorb that. Cast it back. There we go, got the soul burst. And then we'll check out this top section. I think that's just a shortcut, we can pop those doors open. I don't really need to go that way because it just leads us back, so just going to head this way instead, down the stairs. We cast fleet. And we can go left or down. I think this just leads back to the main room again, so you don't really need to do all that stuff at the top, to be totally fair. But there's some random stuff up there if you fancy grabbing it, it's up to you. The actual way that we need to go is just where these cubes are, so you come through here and find these cubes to the side. And we'll level up some random stuff. So ninja, we'll pop some... In fact, I'll probably pop the shards into sword fighter this time, because I'm going to try and level that up a little bit to help with red mage stuff. Let's have a look. And we'll unlock this. Unlock this, that'll do. There we go, just whack some points into whatever. That'll do for now. Just going to check the bottom of the samurai, see what's going off with that. So we've got breaker there, ninja we already have. I should do. Sword fighter we can get knight and red mage. So we'll head towards this red mage node down here. Okay. That'll do for now. Let's crack on. See what we've got knocking about. Shortcut once again, we'll just ignore that for now, don't need it just yet. We can technically drop down. Oh, this is what I was talking about earlier with the walls that sort of like come towards us and push us off the side. So we're going to head towards the actual wall itself and then just go for it. Just go for the RB spam. There we go. So we'll just get that before it pushes us off the back there. And we'll head forward. Don't think there's anything too crazy in this section. There's quite a few of those walls. I think you can technically skip some, depending on like where the exit door is. So sometimes the exit door is like behind the actual wall itself, and sometimes the exit is like just at the side of the hallway. So sometimes you can just completely ignore the wall. But it kind of depends on the situation, and in that situation we had to delete it, otherwise we got pushed off the back ledge. Got some ladders here and stairs going down. I think the ladders lead to a shortcut question mark. Let's have a look. Rogue's shoes. Yeah, it's just a shortcut back to that section from before, so might as well pop that bad boy open just in case. Sigil fleet. We can speed on down. I'm just going to check this room. We are good to go. I'm keeping my eyes peeled for breakable walls because we do have some walls that we need to look out for. We've got one shadow cast, so we need to ideally recast shadows so we can be on the offensive. 2 shadows. So basically just keep my eyes on the shadows and I just pretty much go on the offensive with ninja. As long as you've got shadows cast, you're absolutely fine, so all good. Got quite a few enemies here, and these ones are quite spicy meatballs, so I'm going to go ahead and recast shadows for that one. I'm just going to rebuff the teammates. I'll put them back into limit break mode. We've got no shadows, so we need to be careful. Take this one out first. Once again, I think you can break those columns if you want to. I'm just going to go for the actual just slice and dice option on the enemies as standard. You can cast that. I'm not sure if it's great against those. No, it's not. There we go. You can cast your bits and bobs with Sword Fighter as well, so you've got like your auto counter. I might try and get some experience points with Sword Fighter, even though it's going to be a tough battle. But we'll see what we can do. Going to work our way around the sides. Watch out for that one. Uh-oh. Not looking good for Jed there. They do an insane amount of damage, so you've got to be really careful with these. That'll do, and we also got to level up. Watch out for the columns. Yeah, so I was hoping to get some experience points for Sword Fighter, and that's what we did, so mission accomplished. So we can push on forward. I think we got a key there, which is for that particular door. Just guarding that door, basically. And then we'll head on down. I think we're getting close-ish to the secret orb. If memory serves. I think this is the actual intended way to go.
I wouldn't.
However,
Want me to repeat myself. Trust me. Scary.
I think we can activate a shortcut. Grab this treasure chest. Might be worth grabbing this. Just here. This is a shortcut. I think it goes like directly back to the start of the temple. And there's some cubes there as well. You could technically rest at those. Let's see how many ninja scrolls we got. We might as well rest at them actually. We should be fine because we're not going to be backtracking through enemies, so it's fine if they respawn. If we've got any anima shards, we're going to pump that into Sword Fighter and work our way down this node here to Red Mage. That'll do. We should probably check our gear as well at some point soon, but it's fine for now. I think there was just some dialogue there as well with Jack just before the elevator. He's getting angry because people are trying to remember the past. Jack don't like it. So some of these can be skipped. I'm going to divine and flee Utsusemi, jump on down. You might be able to skip some of these if you want to, or you could just get like behind this thing first. Just kind of saves you getting wrecked by that griffin thing. There we go. That'll do. Okay, so there's some random stuff in here that we can grab. I think the intended way is actually over there to the left. However, let's just have a look up here first. I'm not sure if this is a shortcut or just treasure. I don't think it's the intended way. Either way. It's going to pop on flee. It just leads you back if you want to go back. But that's fine for now. We don't really need to go that way. So we'll go this way. I'm going to keep my eyes peeled because we are very close at this point to the secret memory.
Makes sense.
So we need to keep our eyes peeled for that.
Right now we got a job to do.
There is a bunch of random stuff over this section if you want to go and check it out. I don't think there's anything too crazy in this section of the temple. We unfortunately didn't have Utsusemi on for that, so I'll recast it. Just smash all these. Gonna try and soul burst them real quick before it's too late. So We got some treasure. Watch out for the traps and stuff in this area as well, because there's loads and loads of traps. Some ladders that we can go down there. I don't think we actually have to go down at all.
More trash to dispose of.
But it might be worth doing that if you want to get some extra treasure. So let's jump down and see what's popping off down here. I think it's quite difficult down here if memory serves, so you got to be careful. So we'll soul shield that. Need to back up a little bit. And Utsusemi. Oh, we can't cast it at the minute. So I'm going to try and get to like a safe zone-ish. Recast. We're going to put party members back into limit break. So I'm basically going to take the enemy into this hallway over here. So it'll be a lot safer for us to do that. It's going to be a pain in the butt until this lands. Watch out for that. I think it does land after a few strikes, so I've purposely kind of brought the enemy into this hallway because you don't really want to be fighting in this section over here because it just gets insane. So once that's taken out and the party members are in limit break mode, it should make it a lot smoother. Got one left. Okay. Yeah, so if you're dropping down there, you just be careful because that's pretty spicy meatball right there. So looking here, once again, I don't think there's anything too crazy. It's literally just treasure as far as I'm aware. So I'll grab that stuff there. Maybe it's useful. And that is that. No breakable walls just yet. So what we shall do is head back up these ladders. That door down there seems to open from the opposite side anyway, so we can just ignore that for now. I think the intended way is that way. I'm just going to grab these cubes first. For now. We can also go down. However, I'm pretty confident the secret memory is the opposite way. So what I'm going to do first is focus on the secret memory because that's the one that we really need to pay attention to on this stage. I've also got an item here. Watch out for the traps. That's not a secret memory, but is an item there if you want to grab it. So we need to head through this section here. So just where the cubes are, it's kind of here against the back wall. And if memory serves, there's a bunch of drops. So I'm going to cast Flee for this. I'm going to skip some of the walls. So that one there, we're just going to drop straight down. And that one there, we're just going to drop straight down again. And that one there, we're going to drop straight down again. And then, if we look to our left in this particular room, we have a breakable wall, so make sure to smash that. And here we have the secret memory for this stage. There we go. So that is that one. And that will unlock you a secret side mission as per usual. This is going to drop us off. I need to get my bearings now and find out where it's actually dropped us. It's on the opposite side of the door where we fought all that stuff before. So let's just check out this side of the door first. Aha. So I'm going to have to Utsusemi for this. I'm going to fully heal up because these things will pack a massive punch. Party members in limit break mode. Probably should have Lightbringer for this as well. So I'm going to focus on these skeletons first. Got the shadows on. go. Watch out for everyone's grudge because it hits really, really hard. That just leaves the Tonberry. Watch out for Chef's knife. I'm going to use this as defense here against some of the Tonberry stuff because it just blocks quite a lot of his attacks. There we go, give him a pat on the head for a job well done, letting us win. And that's the Tonberry. We'll just grab the random items and the loot and stuff, nothing too crazy in this room. Do a little bit more exploring.
Hey Jack, are you mad at us?
No, it's not that. When I touch that black mist,
Let's have a look down here.
flashes of these weird memories popping up.
Like I mentioned before, there's a lot of like random rooms, hallways, and all that sort of stuff on this particular level. There's nothing too crazy, like you're not gonna miss anything too important. So unless, apart from that, you know, secret memory, that's the main thing you really need to be focusing on.
Let's be quick.
Some lore here, if you want to grab that. Ideally trying to cast Ususemi, but they're making our job difficult. There we go. We'll grab that lore. It's on the side there. Then we'll head back. I think what we should do is head back to the cubes. And then grab these. So I think the intended way is down these stairs and into this main room. However, I can't remember exactly how I get into that main room. I think it's this way and then to the left. It is. Yes, that'll do the trick. It's been a little while since I played this stage. And like I say, there's a lot of twists and turns and stuff in this temple. So we're getting towards the end-ish. We'll just Ususemi up, buff up, all that good stuff. And go for it.
Blight on the land.
Enemy spot.
Going to put the party members into limit break mode. I go to ninja. Oh, the break gauge is already gone. I was just getting myself ready for a massive battle there, but already defeated him before I could get ready for it, so. Hold down RB. 3 shadows are applied. So we're completely safe.
Now let's move.
I think that's that. Just checking for any random stuff that's knocking about, but I think we are good. Push on forward through the back of this room. What else we got? I think that's the intended way. Once again, we have a shortcut. I'm just going to double check this shortcut just here. But yeah, I mentioned it in one of the previous episodes, but it's really cool to be exploring like Final Fantasy locations, but like in this kind of like modern game setting. Really enjoy it. Kind of makes me want to fire up some of the old Final Fantasy games, especially Final Fantasy 9.
All connected.
One more secret uncovered.
Okay, so I've got a shortcut there. That door leads to this elevator. And then this is, I think this is towards the boss fight if memory serves, so we'll need to check our gear and stuff soon. Cast fleet.
Ah, cubes.
Yeah, so this looks very kind of boss room-ish. So we'll pop a quick cubes checkpoint, check the job trees. Let's have a look what we got. Ninja affinity, that's always good, so let's grab that. That's ninja done. Sword fighter. Go for red mage down there. I might actually equip red mage at some point as well, but not right now. That's fine for now. And we'll work down there as well. That should do. Okay. So we'll go battle settings. And what I'm going to do first of all is probably go Ninja White Mage for the actual boss fight, because that's like my strongest jobs. So Ninja White Mage. Then I'm going to press select, then press yes to optimize all the gear. And then just kind of manually have a little look through the gear to see if anything is worth switching or swapping. For example, this has got 78% affinity with Duelist. It's not the highest level, so we've got level 53, like level 50-ish stuff. So if it's a little bit lower level than 50, it should still be fine. I might switch that with their Duelist 78%. So activated 3 tiers of the Duelist affinity just from that one switch. So that's good. Then we can press RB to go across to the next one. That should be fine for now. I'm not really too fussed about the affinity stuff, to be totally fair, so that'll do. But once again, you can check your affinities there if you want to and see what kind of buffs and bonuses you're getting from all those affinities. Other than that, we should be good to go, so let's get cracking. Pop on Utsusemi. Head on down. You could also apply a White Mage buff first if you want to before you head in, so let's go for Hastegar, like so. That'll do. Then we'll head on inside. We have indeed got a cutscene, which I'm going to go ahead and spam start to skip through this and just jump straight into the action. So we'll limit break our party members first of all, and then apply White Mage buffs if possible. Just depends on how aggressive the boss is. There we go. So limit break the boss. Don't forget we can soul shield the attacks. Sort of cast them back and stuff. So we'll haste get the party. Utsusemi on the ninja. That'll do for now. We'll take out the ads real quick. Make sure the party members are back in limit break mode. We'll go for Regenga. Protect get. Haste get. All the good stuff. That'll do. I want to get close and personal with this guy. Just going to hold down RB. We've got 3 shadows on. We've got 2 shadows remaining. Pressing the D-pad left and right at the same time so that our party members limit break up as well. Sophia needs to limit break. There we go. Head back. Utsusemi. Make sure it's actually cast. There we go. 2 shadows remaining. RB spam with the katana. Get close and personal. Hold RB. 2 shadows remaining. Get close and personal. A couple more attacks should do the first section. First part. We've still got quite a lot of ninja scrolls left, so we're looking healthy there. Got loads of MP, so I might as well recast. Got haste get, regen get. I think Dire is quite strong against this boss as well. Got curse there. I don't know if it's any good to cast curse on the enemy. I think Dire is like insanely powerful against this boss, so you could cast Dire or hold it to cast, you know, the stronger versions. Okay, I'm just going to take out the ads real quick. Just be careful. Cast Utsusemi to make sure we are protected. Go, back up. Potion. Utsusemi. I would like to try some more Dire actually, just so we can try those out. Try and absorb some stuff with Soul Shield so we can get some MP back faster. We'll go for die it. There's quite a lot of damage to it, so watch out for this. There we go, back up. I need to reapply Utsusemi. I'll do. We'll go back into this mode for a little while. Still got 1 shadow remaining and 6 ninja scrolls, so that's all good. His break gauge kind of regens quite fast for this guy, so you got to be keep the pressure on. And the white mage stuff does pretty decent damage to him. Watch out for this grab. Just dodge to your side. Make sure your party members are back in limit break. I'm spamming like left and right on the D-pad pretty much at all times, just making sure that it's actually applied. But as you can see, yeah, the white mage stuff does a lot of damage to the Lich. And if your party members have got the aggro, then you can just stand back and cast your spells and stuff. But other than that, that is the stage.